Greetings from Pintpot. Today I'm starting a new series called Let's Not Get Farmed. The idea being to give some advice to help newer players have a more enjoyable experience playing Planetside 2. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the idea of not running in a straight line. Now it may sound really basic and obvious, but it's much harder to hit you for not running in a straight line than if you are, but lots and lots of new players in particular still make the same mistake. As you'll probably find when you start shooting at targets, there are a number of things you have to compensate for. The first is recoil. Guns in Planetside 2 have both vertical and horizontal recoil. So when someone is shooting at you, not only do they have to aim accurately, but they have to compensate for that recoil to make sure their bullets keep hitting you. In addition, different guns have different bullet velocity. Therefore, depending on how far away the target is and which direction they're running, you have to compensate for the time it takes the bullet to reach them by leading the target. Now, running in a zigzag fashion rather than a straight line causes a number of problems for the person shooting at you. Firstly, it's harder to maintain an accurate aim against targets that keep on fluctuating in their movement. Secondly, you still have the recoil pattern which you have to compensate with by slowly moving your mouse in the according direction. Thirdly, the amount of lead you have to put on the target keeps on changing depending on which direction they're running in. And fourthly, from the way that the characters render, it's very difficult to tell which direction they're turning in, i.e. the momentum physics are not very good in this game in terms of the way characters render. So it's very hard for the person shooting at you to anticipate which direction you're going to turn because there's very little visual indication of what's going to happen next. Now when you're running in a straight line, all they need to do is aim accurately, and once they've got the aim on, maintain it there and then compensate for recoil. But when you're moving and zigzagging around a lot, they have to compensate for all of these things. And that makes it a hell of a lot harder to hit the target. So remember, when you're moving from A to B, do so in a non-continuous zigzag fashion, thus making yourself a hard target rather than a soft one. Now in the next episode, I give a little advice about dealing with maxes. In the meantime, have a good one, happy hunting, and Pintpot out.